You guys might not know it yet, but you're living during a time where the ABC song, you know, the song they teach us about the alphabet when we're babies, a time where the ABC song is apparently going under some changes and some reworks, according to this ABC song, Lullaby from the channel Dream English. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the original version of the song, but I was able to find this special Z version for all of you British folk out there that like to say Z instead of Z. So we're going to be taking a look at these modern revolutionary changes to the alphabet song. There's like a little change in the middle from what I've heard, but probably isn't that dramatic. And not to offend any of you British people out there, who cares if you say Z or Z? I don't care. Watch time is watch time. H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P? No, wait, no, that's... No, 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 you can't... No, you can't do that. No, that's not allowed. You can't do that. It's L-M-N-O-P. It's fast. J-K-L-M-N-O-P. You can't just... You can't do that. That's not how that works. No, 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 no. That is not how that works. I am not okay with that. I am not okay with this shit. I want you to sincerely listen to this and not feel emotional and physical pain. H-I-J-K-L-M-N. Right there. Oh my god. O-B-Q-R-S-T-U-V. Look how they massacred my boy. X-Y-Z. And the Z just punches me in the face. Stupid ass remake of a classic song. Look what you've done. Look what you've done to my childhood. DreamEnglish.com in Comic Sans too. That's how you know they're looking to make a deal with Satan or some crap. I saw this video when I was eating breakfast this morning, and I almost basically regurgitated everything that I had eaten in the past 48 hours. And I know a lot of other people have made videos and comments about this, about how terrible it is. And if I ever have a kid that is going to learn the alphabet that way, I will do everything in my power to destroy the education system. More than I want to right now. But I thought I'd take a slightly different approach than the rest of people by, you know, complaining about how it's related to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, or, you know, the LMNOP is just the best way to do it. But I'm gonna take a slightly different look at this. So let's just write out, you know, the alphabet, obviously. Fun. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna sort each of these by little couplets. So they're each gonna be in little 2-beat couplets in the song. So you know how it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I'll leave G alone because that has 2 beats by itself. Basically, every 2 beats of the song, I'm putting these letters together. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, H, I, J, K, and then the good way to do it is L, M, N, O, P. So L, M, N, O, P. Those take 2 beats, and P has its own, just similar to G. We're gonna do the same thing for Q, R, S. There's a pause after that. T, U, V, pause after that. Then you have W, X. Those each get 2 beats, and then Y, and then Z or Z, whatever you want to call it. And so what you're going to notice with this first line, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, notice how there's a little bit of rhythm and accent to B, D, and F. That's because you close your mouth on those letters more than you do on A, C, and E. Think about it. With B, you close your mouth, your lips to say B. With D, you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth to say D. And with F, you close your mouth and then, you know, you involve the teeth so you get that, you know, softer sound. And then with A, C, and E, the C you close your tongue up a little bit, but you don't close it fully. A and E, you leave your mouth open because they're vowels. And so the result of all this is that you get A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which just flows a lot really nicely. Then you move on to the second line, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Now there's not as much accent and emphasis with H, I, J, K, but what I'll note with H, I, J, K is that you'll notice that your mouth kind of goes in the right places for you to say the next letter. Like if I say H, I, J, K, my lips are kind of moving in a way, and my tongue as well, so that it leads into the next letter, so it flows really easily and is very easy to say. Consequently, if we have LMNOP, you'll notice that when you say LMNO, your lips are kind of moving smoothly into the next letter as well as your tongue. So this is the same logic as the phrase before it, so it's uniform, and it flows easily and is easy to say. Whereas if you just say LMN, you're spending way too much time on each letter, and so you're having to slow down the phrasing of the song, which is why the new song is complete and utter stupidity. And you end off this little phrase right here with P, you know, the hard P. And, might I note, it rhymes with G from the line before it, so it actually rhymes. Then we're gonna move on to the next line. We have Q, R, S, wait, T, U, V, wait. So there's a little bit of spacing that's uniform after the S and V, which is nice. And also, V rhymes with P and G, so that makes sense to have that there. Then you have W, X, Y, and Z, probably the worst line out of the alphabet. W is the only letter that takes more than 1 syllables, but not 2, it takes 3 syllables, and it doesn't even look like 2 U's, it's not even a W in the current way that we write the English language. X, Y, and Z, which don't really flow together, so this is probably the worst line to say, but it plans accordingly. This is just a lot harder to say faster, so as a result, the alphabet slows down here. And this is the problem I have with saying Z instead of Z, because if you say Z, it rhymes with V, it rhymes with P, and it rhymes with G. So you keep the same rhyming scheme, and it's actually like a nursery rhyme, or like a good kid's song. Now let's take a look at the sequencing and rhyming for the new alphabet. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, pardon my terrible singing, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z, and it just sounds terrible. It's like someone's like sticking like a 1,000-degree knife up into my eardrum and just shredding the inside because it's terrible. First of all, the rhyme scheme, G-N-U-Z, because that makes sense. That's better than G-P-V-Z, which all rhyme. You have G-N-U-Z. Then we have the terrible sequencing. We have H-I-J-K-L-M-N. You know, we're stopping the oral cavity from you know, making sense. Now, I can get why they want to have O-P-Q-R-S-T-U. It's at the same rhythm as the previous 2 lines, but the difference in your oral cavity, like the way that your mouth is shaped when you're saying the letters, is so different here from the other 2 lines that it just doesn't make sense to have it the same rhythm as these other 2 lines. And so what happens is that this line just becomes terrible to say, and then you have unnecessary pauses here. V, pause, W, X, Y, Z. Like, there's the amount of like space between these 2 letters is more space than the Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy. Like, it's so much time between these 2 letters, and it doesn't make any sense. V is just 1 syllable, and then W is 3 syllables, so it actually does need this space. Then there's just X, Y, Z, Z, whatever you want to call it. It's terrible. I hate this. Someone go slap the CEO of the alphabet for me, because no human being with actual moral values would create this monstrosity. Anyway, that's it. See you later.